Hi everyone, welcome to Wise-ish, your daily power boost for the day and just that little extra oomph to keep you going. I'm your host, Sister Jenna, and I hope you've been enjoying the America Meditating Radio podcast. We have a lot of amazing artists and experts and celebrities and average folks like me and you sharing with you tips that are making life a whole lot better. So, as we navigate ourselves in the United States of America during really interesting times, there's like an eeriness that's hovering over the air. You know, in the midst of all of this that's going on in our lives, let alone take a moment, take a breath, let alone the political climate globally right now. How are you doing in your own homes? How are you able to tolerate the kids walking around, running around the house, making demands on things that they want from you? How are you able to tolerate your spouses and their needs? The workload. So many of my friends that are in technology are basically crying that their bosses and their managers are giving them 10 times more work than they had when they were going into the office. One manager told one of their colleagues, look, it took you an hour to come to work and an hour to go home. Use those 2 hours to work more. Can you believe that? That's just not right. And we're going to have to find the ability to tolerate and find resilience. A lot of times when we look at the virtue of tolerance, we feel like it's a suffering. It is a pain. It is something that breathes discomfort, that it isn't me, it's not what I want. It's something I don't like. But I'd like to introduce tolerance as a deity quality, as a virtue that can actually make a lot of things in your life fall into place. Take, for example, you're dealing with a colleague at work. Let's say one is fast and the other one is slow. The one who's slow has to tolerate the one who's fast, and the one who's fast feels they have to tolerate the one who's slow. And when you say tolerate, what do you mean? You mean you have to accept, deal with it, cope with it, manage it? It's a good thing, isn't it? I have to tolerate my colleague at work for being slow. What does it mean? I have accepted them. Let me understand them. Let me embrace this as their way, and at the same token see, I wonder if there's anything I can do to assist or support. The difference between looking at tolerance as a painstaking virtue versus actually a virtue of love and power is to be able to tolerate with compassion, with understanding, with acceptance, knowing that whenever you do it, things tend to have a way of working out. When you really start to tolerate things, things just start to work out. And tolerance in the context that there is love in your heart for accepting something you have no power of changing. So many times we've tried to change our spouses. We've tried to change our children. We've tried to change our country. And we just can't. We can't change anything or anyone unless we've been able to change ourselves. And whenever I look at the virtue of tolerance, I ask myself, do I even tolerate my own nature? Am I able to tolerate me? At times when I'm short, times when I'm not really doing me well. And at that time, don't I need a compassionate acceptance? At that time, don't I need to care deeply about the fact that I can't shift myself as fast as I want to? Don't I also need to apply tolerance to my own nature and personality? And somehow when you do that, your love increases. Your love will increase for yourself. It'll be a little bit more manageable. So let's increase the energy of tolerance in our lives today and forevermore. And let's not look at tolerance as a painstaking virtue, but rather a blessing virtue, something that can bring more light into our lives. So let's see what our blessing is for today. You are the one whose mind remains healthy by experiencing peace and goodness with a little bit of entertainment in all your efforts. You remain aware that in life there are various types of events that will create your fortune. That means even if I can't change it, situations and circumstances can come to actually help me to see something in a different light. I hope you've enjoyed our power boost for the day and just our little message for you to just keep going and percolating a little bit more on. It's where you've come to a particular point in your life that you don't want to keep supporting any more negative or waste personality traits. I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to be jealous. I don't want to be scared. I don't want to have anxiety. I don't want to be impatient. You know, all these things that you say you don't want to be, well, just stop it. Done. Swipe it to the left, to the right, swipe it up and down. Done. Delete, 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 delete. And when you've deleted a lot of that particular behavior, personality, your soul becomes ignited, enlightened. Remember, no one can take away your happiness unless you give them permission. And we really are here to love each other the same. So let's do that some more. Enjoy your day, make it wise-ish, and be filled with a whole bunch of love and lots of good feelings.